Koenigsegg is making a cheap supercar.
Koenigsegg is the titan of hypercars.
So,
They reign
they're
supreme
going
with a lineup
to-
of powerhouse
Koenigsegg is the
automobiles,
titan
featuring
of
ultra-modern
making
technology
hypercars.
and bold designs.
They are
Heck, the
making
brand has a
a
list of world
quote-unquote
records longer than my dick. But one thing
cheap car.
Koenigsegg doesn't have
You know,
is
we
a
have
low price tag.
all
In
these
fact,
beautiful
their most
Koenigsegg's, and they are not
affordable
cheap.
offering is the $1.7
This
million
quote-unquote
Hemera Megacar.
affordable is
And unless you've been selling
$1.7
NFTs,
million.
you probably
Even if
don't
you
have
sell
that
enough
kind of cash
NFTs,
flying
you
around. So
wouldn't
what if
have enough
Koenigsegg,
money
the most
to put
infamous
that
name in the
kind of
hypercar world,
money
made
into a
something
car,
everyone could
okay?
afford? It's an idea
So,
they've been exploring
not
since
everyone can
2019,
afford the
when the
car.
company entered a joint venture
Buys-
with Swedish
Net buys
EV brand
20% of
Nevs.
Koenigsegg
We've been
to
looking
develop
to expand
cars.
our
We've been
offering
looking for
because
to expand
basically our brand has outgrown our production volumes by quite a big margin. If we make a super exclusive, custom-built supercar at a slightly lower price, we could get the volumes into the hundreds.
Than saying
Enter
Yeah.
the Raw Design
Koenigsegg
House. This is the division of Koenigsegg where exciting things happen. The birthplace of legendary creations like the Jesko Absolute and aforementioned Hemera. The small team of aerodynamic and 3D design experts, together with input from Koenigsegg himself, assembled their vision for an affordable sub-brand to the company. What would it look like, they asked, if the hypercar titan made something with a slightly more reasonable price tag? The name for this project is a rather uninspired Raw by Koenigsegg, but don't let its simplicity fool you. This prototype is just as fast as it is cheap. The Raw was drawn up by Asa Mustonen, a recent graduate from the Lahti Institute of Design. He took inspiration from a lot of different places. 70s wedge supercars, sport bikes, and even jet fighters. It's a carbon-laden behemoth of a car, with more presence than Dudley Vernon. Some of the main features include razor-thin LEDs, the signature Koenigsegg double bubble roof, and a rear diffuser which can sort of evolve. It's meant to evoke visions of an afterburner.
Up like a stormtrooper or something, I don't know. And it's like they compare it to a jet that shoots flames like that.
Not to mention the reverse-hinged dihedral synchro helix super doors that Koenigsegg is so known for. Isn't that a mouthful? A common visual issue with small sports cars is how dinky and weak they look, says the design house, so it was important to find a theme that conveys mass and strength. A lot of effort went into tweaking the proportions to give the vehicle a more grown-up appearance of a true supercar.
And a straight.
Step into the interior
So look
and
at
you'll
the
find the
interior.
Raw
It's
has
like
a
the
three-seater
steering
layout,
wheel, like
per the
you would have
request
like
of
in a
Christian
jet.
von
You're in the
Koenigsegg. It grants
center
the
of the
car an
car
unexpectedly
with the two
practical
passengers on
aspect,
each
but
side.
more importantly, it places the
Okay.
driver at the
Look
center
how
of the
cool
car.
that is.
This
That's
allowed
all
Mustonen to
carbon
create a sort of
fiber.
sim racing feel for the pilot. The middle
it's a
seat can slide
three-seater.
back and forth
They
on
get-
rails,
they wanted to
and
do
there's
that
a
so
pair
you
of
get a
retractable screens on
nice
either side of the digital
F1
display.
feel.
What granted the Raw
And they do
so
this
much
retractable.
interior space?
It's great.
Well, that would be the unique powertrain. And I say unique because the Raw is sporting a pretty
People
radical
like
engine
what it
in the
looks
back.
like?
Unlike most
That
hypercars,
is
which boast the
Koenigsegg's
biggest and
Now,
best
Koenigsegg
V10,
wants to make
V12,
this a
and
fast
heck,
car.
even
Like,
W16 motors,
and
Koenigsegg
Koenigsegg
has
got
been taking the
other cars
opposite
with
approach with their
V8s,
latest
V12s,
projects.
or W16s. But Koenigsegg took a six-cylinder engine. Yeah, a six-cylinder.
Both the
Just like
Hemera and the
Hemera.
Raw feature the same miniature three-cylinder
Koenigsegg
free-valve
wants
unit.
to really focus on
A
power.
Three-cylinder?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's less
three-cylinder.
displacement than your
That's
average
normal what
Camry.
your-
Surely the Swedish
less than
squadron
what your
can't be
Toyota Camry
serious.
has.
And yet, that tiny
The
milk
Hemera,
carton of a motor can
is
push
a
an
very cool
unprecedented
car, though. So it can
700
get up to
horsepower,
700
matching the Raw's
horsepower.
700 kilogram
That's the same
curb
that
weight
the
for a
Koenigsegg
flawless
Raw
1-to-1
would
ratio in true Koenigsegg style.
pretty
Nicknamed
cool
the
car.
tiny friendly giant, this engine is unlike any other in its lightweight construction.
Look at
I'll
that.
gloss over the boring technicals here, but suffice it to say, the
Koenigsegg has
camless twin
always
turbo
wanted
has
to do
individual
something
valve control and
different
can
than
rev
other
to
car
8,500
manufacturers. There you
RPM.
go.
It's brutally efficient in
Car
everything from fuel
an
consumption
amazing
to
looking
cost.
car.
Rumor has it the
Yeah.
entire thing costs half as
And
much to assemble
they're
as the
comparing it
traditional
to all
Koenigsegg
these other
V8, which would
Koenigsegg's.
make a
Is it
lot of
gonna be
sense
as
considering
fast?
it's also
We don't
half the
know.
size.
They're working on making it
In the Hemera, this tiny friendly
as
giant is
fast
aided
as
by a
General,
series of
if not
electric motors
faster
to
than
boost
General.
its performance. But in the more affordable Raw, it operates on its own in a smaller, lighter, and most importantly, cheaper system.
Pretty cool looking car. Alright. Look at that. I mean, like, the interior, that's the Demera, like when they first were designing the car.
As for now, the Raw is just a design study. It sadly only exists in the three-dimensional landscapes of Blender and the imagination of affordable exotic enthusiasts around the world. But Koenigsegg is taking real steps to bring an entry-level attainable hypercar like the Raw to market. Remember Nevs? The Swedish-Chinese company owns the remnants of Saab and merged with Koenigsegg in early 2019 with the prospect of providing resources for an affordable mass-production supercar. Sadly, that relationship was ended in fall 2021 when Koenigsegg purchased back full ownership. But the brief partnership no doubt provided the megacar monopoly with insight and inspiration to make the Raw into reality. If you want to see more videos like this, check out some of the cards linked on screen now and consider reality. If you want to...
So, yeah guys, what do you guys think? Let me down below what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, smash that like button, subscribe, and like always guys, peace. Oh, and also, I'll be doing more car reviews shortly. Bye.